Hey, it's Felice, totally awake, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, then welcome. Yep, back already, guys. I'm putting in that work, okay? I missed y'all, all right? I gotta get up early, you know what I'm saying? Get some things done so that I can create this time to speak with you guys. Now, today, what I want to talk about is the Jehovah's Witnesses and the truth about the Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, so many people think that they're just these nice group of Christians that knock on your door, and they're lovely people, you know. Even when we heard about that murder that happened, you know, there were people interviewed that was saying that they just, couldn't believe it, and that Jehovah's Witnesses are such nice people and da 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 da.
Pipe bomb-like devices were thrown through a front window.
And then I heard a big bang, and then a couple seconds later I heard another big bang.
Those bangs were gunfire, as police tell us the man shot and killed his wife in the parking lot, moved a short distance away, and ended his own life. Roughly 24 hours later, as a crew was replacing that broken window and a carpet cleaning truck droned, Ansel was left to contemplate what she'd heard and seen.
They're really nice people. They're really humble. They're super nice. I didn't expect nothing like this from them.
And it's almost kind of infuriating to me that people don't know the Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't know the truth about Jehovah's Witnesses. They come off as nice people. But in actuality, they're taught to be evil, heartless, rude, unkind, unloving, just self-righteous. They even make videos, okay? They produce videos and have their little actors, which are all Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? They're not getting paid for this. They have these Jehovah's Witnesses plan out these parts, and they want to show us how we are supposed to, or Jehovah's Witnesses, because y'all know I ain't in that. But they want to show the Jehovah's Witnesses how they're supposed to respond to certain situations. In particular, how to respond to their disfellowship loved ones. Yeah, so they actually make videos demonstrating how they want you to treat people who are no longer a part of the organization. Maybe they were disfellowship, kicked out of the organization for some so-called sin where they deemed the elders in the congregation, the older men, after they confess or someone tells on them, they deem that the member is unrepentant, so they disfellowship them, which means that everybody else that's a Jehovah's Witness is ordered to shun them. Okay, that's what they know that means. When they announce that someone on stage has been disfellowship or is no longer a Jehovah's Witness, they know what that means. The rest of the members know, okay, it's time to shun them. It's time to act like they don't exist. It's time to pretend that they aren't there, that they're a ghost. Okay, it's time to walk right by them and not speak and treat them cruel. That's their cue. Okay, so they actually make videos where they're showing you how they want you to do it. They're giving you little scenarios to help you get through this process and to remember that you're doing the right thing. So they already have a bunch of videos where the mom was shunning the daughter along with the dad, and then the mom and dad was shunning their son. But now, what was supposed to be played at the 2023 convention was a daughter shunning her mother, her disfellowship mother. Okay? Some people wake up and learn that it's not the truth, that they've been lied to. And just because they no longer agree with the doctrine of Watchtower, they become a so-called apostate, which is just someone who, doesn't believe the same way that they once did. But they demonize these people that don't want to follow their doctrine anymore. And everyone is ordered to shun them. And so people never really even know why they left. They never really even see their point of view. So they've already gave us scenarios and how you're supposed to shun your kids. Now they want to show us this how you shun your mama. Take a look at this clip because look, it's been leaked. It's been leaked, okay? And I'm kind of late to the party, but it was supposed to be showing at the 2023 convention, and they actually snatched it. They snatched it back, but it was leaked anyway. So we get to show the foolishness, the cruelty that they wanted to promote at this convention, okay? It should have been pulled. But what about all the rest of them that you used to show? See, right now, the reason why they pulled it is because they're scared. You know what I'm saying? They've been having a lot of press lately. And so they didn't want a video like that coming out, basically proving exactly who they are. You have the Rebecca Vardy case that came out. Okay? She suffered CSA as a child, went to the elders in her congregation, and they basically, encouraged them not to go to the police. So that's been in the news. It's been a documentary, and they're trying to cover their asses right now. So they don't want to bring any more negative attention to themselves after she had already came out with that documentary right before the convention. So let's go ahead and let's play these clips. All right, here we go.
Mom's disfellowshipping still feels so raw.
Elsa, please speak up. I miss you so much. I just want to hear your voice.
It's such a struggle. I miss her. She taught me the truth, gave me a stable life. She was my closest friend. What's the harm in just calling once in a while? To chat. Maybe I can even help her to come back to Jehovah.
Okay. So you just seen that. Pretty sad, right? First of all, she's literally sending the mom to the voicemail. She don't even want to hear it ring. I mean, it's just really so cold. How do you just not answer the phone for your mom? For your mom. Your mom is calling, girl. Pick up the phone. And then she's even wondering why. What is the harm? And
She was my closest
she was her closest friend. She doesn't even understand why she's doing this.
Just calling once in a while?
What's the harm in just calling once in a while? To chat.
Maybe I can even help her to come back to Jehovah.
See, that's what they don't want. They don't want you trying to chat with her to make her come back to Jehovah because they thinking that she might chat with you and make you leave Jehovah, so-called Jehovah, because it's really just a man-made organization cult, actually, that you would be leaving. And, bravo to your mom that she ain't a part of it. It don't sound like, she worried about coming back either. She just worried about talking to her daughter. She may have found out that it's not the truth, and it's really sad. I know of some people, in these situations where their grown children are trapped in, their grown children are shunning them. And I just could not imagine. I just could not imagine. And that's why, I'm so glad I made my exit, as I was having kids, because I started to think about all of that, all of those things. I didn't want them to go through what I went through as a child, you know, just living this isolated, weird almost life, like you're like the weird kid, the oddball in class. That was not comfortable. And then just the things that you have to go through as far as If they were to have premarital sex, my obligation would be to make them go before a group of men. And I have 2 daughters and a son, so they're not about to go before a group of men and tell them about their experience. Like, that's not even appropriate. So, I knew that I did not want any of those things for my children. And I especially didn't want them later on shunning me because I had, possibly done something wrong, or because I didn't believe it no more. I didn't want to go or whatever. Like, I couldn't even imagine. That's a hurtful thing. And then to know in the back of your mind that I taught them this, I created this monster, really. Like, I mean, because that's what they really turn into. They turn into Watchtower's little monster, Watchtower's little puppet, doing, out of fear and out of the, being in the sunken place, like the movie Get Out. The Jehovah's Witnesses are in that sunken place, okay, where, and there's so much fear, and they're just thinking that they're doing the right thing. They're doing what God would want them to do, and they're thinking that by shunning, that, they're disciplining the wrongdoer, and that's going to help them come back. No, it's blackmail, and sometimes it does work because blackmail does work sometimes, right? But that's all it is. They don't want to come back because, they serve this loving God, because if anything, you've shown them how cruel and unloving the organization, so-called Jehovah's organization, really is. Like, when I was disfellowship as a 16-year-old, oh my goodness, it woke me up so much, you know, in that moment. And yeah, it took me years later to really wake up, but that was definitely a part of my awakening, to see that people that I've known all my life and before I was even born, and to think that I had all these people that loved me, and I'm hugging them, when I see them every time at the meetings, and then for all of a sudden for me to see them at the meetings and they pretend that I don't exist, for them to walk right by me and pretend I'm not there, really showed me their true colors. You pretended that I wasn't there. You walked by me and didn't even make eye contact with me. And then some of them will. Some of them will just smile at you. And I did get a lot of those. And even that is sad, because it's just like they wish they could speak. They wish they could say hello. They're actually trying to say hello by just giving a little smile. It'll just let you know, I still see you. I still love you. And that's so appreciated, the people that have those kind of hearts. But then you have some people hearts that's just cold, and they be glad, seem like, to just shun somebody. They be glad to just treat somebody like shit. And this is what's encouraged by the Jehovah's Witnesses, for you to treat your own family like shit. Don't answer the phone for your mama. She left Jehovah. She disfellowship. And she wondering, but why can't I just chat? What's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong. Answer the phone. You grown, girl. You is a grown woman. You're not even listening to your mama right now, but you listening to some other people tell you not to talk to your mama. Make it make sense. So let's see what else happens in the next clip.
Abel
Right.
was essentially a spiritual orphan. But regardless of what his parents chose, he listened to Jehovah and patiently waited on him to fulfill his promises.
I never thought of it that way. What has Jehovah promised me if I patiently wait? Spiritual brothers? Sisters? And mothers. If I focus on what I do have and wait patiently, someday what I don't have may even come back to Jehovah.
I wouldn't come back just because the way you acting, little girl. Little girl, because you was a little girl up under your mama. She really not, though. She really not, because when I think about my mama and the fact that she don't want to listen to me and me trying to tell her that it's not the truth and it's a cult, and everybody gotta be on their own journey to wake up. So I definitely don't try to tell her that stuff no more. But when I was, I really feel like my mom felt like I'm a little girl. Like I can't let my little girl tell me about what I know to be the truth. It's like, you know, how dare you? You a little girl. You don't know nothing. But I'm not a little girl. I'm a grown woman, and I actually know a lot. I'm very knowledgeable on a lot of things, and you should probably listen so you won't have to be following these men and letting your heart hurt. Because I know people hearts be hurting. This is the proof. They showing the video because this is real. Like this how it really be. People really be hurting and wondering why, and then they have to just you know, look at this type of video to try to get encouragement and go to the meeting to try to, pick up things that they feel like is applying to them. Oh, that Jehovah knew the spiritual food I needed. I needed that was the proper time for that spiritual food that I needed for, you know, the message that was at the Kingdom Hall to be given right in the midst of her feeling hopeless. Like, why can't I talk to my, what's wrong with just talking to my mama? I miss my mama. She looking at old pictures and all of this stuff. And she miss her mama. And yet, the only thing she can do is listen to what they're saying at the meeting, and that's just to be patient and wait on Jehovah's promises, which have not come to pass. Okay, the paradise is supposed to have been around the corner any day now, and it still has not came. They've literally been waiting for over a century. They've made tons of false predictions. Okay, 1914, 1922. 1975. Come on, it's some in the 1940s. I don't want to get the dates completely wrong, but it's several predictions. Okay, we can put them up on the screen. So that's what you're waiting on, and it's been proven false a whole lot. It don't be true. It's not happening. They're lying. They're lying, but yet you listen to them over having a relationship with your loved ones, with your mother, with your child, with your sister, with your brother, cousins, friends that you've been friends with for forever. I guess next time they'll be showing how to shun your sister. They ain't do that one yet. Maybe they'll show the close bond that sisters have, siblings, cousins. I mean, but then again, since they uh didn't show this one, they pulled it back. I don't know. Maybe they have enough of demonstrating how you're supposed to shun. They like, don't worry about it. Just pull it off. The Jehovah's Witnesses, they know what to do. They know how to do it. They know how to don't talk to them. We got them right where we want them at, right up under our finger, wrapped around our finger, and they're gonna do what we say to do. They're gonna treat their kin folks like shit, and they're gonna listen to us and our doctrine and what we got to say on JW broadcast and at these conventions and everything like that. Because why? Because they think their life depend on it. Yeah. Do this way or die. So, when you put it like that, it's just like, well, I guess I'll do it your way then. I guess I'll go ahead and shut my mama. I won't talk to her. I don't really understand why I just can't talk to her, because what's wrong with just talking to her and checking on her and just answering the phone when she called to make sure she all right? Like, what if my mama is hurt or something? You're supposed to ignore it. Like, how cruel can you be? But to promote this, though, this what y'all promoting. Yeah, I see why you snatched it, because it's absolutely sickening. It's absolutely sickening. Can you imagine that they actually wrote a script, gathered the actresses together, and they actually said action, and they got these people acting this disgusting thing out, ill. Like, ew, y'all are fucking creepy and disgusting and crazy as hell. And y'all Jehovah's Witnesses that's listening to this, y'all got to wake up. Y'all got to wake up and realize that you are being lied to, okay? And you don't like that you shun. You don't like that. Because when you ask the average Jehovah's Witness, do you shun people? They'll tell you no, okay? And the speaker, uh, Hendricks or whatever his name is, that the spokesperson for Watchtower, he a liar. They'll ask him, do you shun people, disfellowship? No. The family arrangement, the family communication continues. It's just the spiritual communication that does not continue. And that's a fucking lie. Like, oh, they just don't be having Bibles sitting around the table at dinner having Bible studies or discussing the Bible no more. But they still go to the movies and eat together and have fun together and do things together. That's not true. That's not true. And if that was the case, I'm gonna need y'all to make that very, very clear to the members on stage at the next meeting. Let them know to talk to their disfellowship family members or their disassociated family members and to go have a meal with them and to go see a movie. Okay? Let them know to go have some fun with their disfellowship or disassociated family members. Because there's nothing wrong with that. As long as they're not having any spiritual contact, right? As long as they're not sitting around talking about the Bible or discussing your watchtower, right? It's absolutely disgusting. Then she goes on to say how she has this family, and that's what they do. And it's just sickening because no, those people can never replace your family. That Chinese looking lady or Korean, I'm sorry, no offense to anyone, but she cannot replace your mother. Okay? Like, she just cannot. The sisters that you think you got, they would drop you like a hot potato. Okay? If you do anything out of line, if you get this fellowship, they will drop you. They will not have your back. At the end of the day, the person that will be there for you is your mama. Your mama gonna be there for you. So it's just a really sad thing. And what's even more sad is that this is not just a little skit. This is real life. Jehovah's Witnesses every day are dealing with this, are feeling the pain from the shunning. It causes so much pain. Like, we literally have to suppress all the pain that Watchtower causes every day. Me, I have to suppress that pain every day. The fact that I don't talk to my mom. The last time, if you watch my videos closely, and y'all know I was telling y'all I went to go see my family, that was a few months ago. I haven't seen or talked to them since. And that hurts. Sometimes I want to just tell my mom funny stuff that my kids are doing, but I can't. There's no space to just freely call her. First of all, I'm blocked, so I can't even call her. I'm not gonna call the house because I just don't want to be rejected. I rather not.
Okay, so I want to be transparent. So I did contact my dad by calling the house phone after that visit because he wasn't there during the visit. And I just wanted to make that same peace with him that I felt like I had made with my mom and my grandma and my aunt, just letting them know, hey, I love y'all. And that's what I wanted to do with him ultimately, just let him know that I love him. The conversation did kind of go left field just a little bit, but overall, I felt like I got my point across. It's just that I just wanted him to know that I love him and I'm not mad, you know. And that's all I can do. You know, I haven't talked to him since. And like I said, it didn't go as great as I wanted it to go. But on the ending note, you know, I did tell him that I love him. And that's what I wanted. Our last conversations were not nice, were very unpleasant. And I would never want anything to happen. And I just not let it be known that, hey, I love you. You know, regardless of what this religion telling y'all or what you think, I love you.
I could pop up around them, and I'm sure they'll answer the door like they did last time. But I'm not gonna make a habit of that either. And even when I think about it, I feel like I force myself on them, but at the same time, I feel like if you Watchtower, this is my family, and if I gotta force myself on them just to be able to give them a hug and a kiss and just let them know, hey, I still love you, then I'm gonna do that. But at the same time, when I still think about like how cool they've been to me, it just made me sometimes feel like, why did I even do it? Just let them be. Just let them have their shunning. Don't do nothing to mess them up from going to paradise. They ain't going to no paradise. They not going to paradise acting like that. Shunning people and carrying on. Why do they think that they gonna have God's favor and they're so cruel? So they think that God gonna reward them with the paradise on earth and destroy everybody else. That's what they think. That every single body on earth is going to die except them. Except the people that's faithfully serving Jehovah's. Okay? Not even some of them in there gonna be gone too, because if you're not, a true servant, maybe if you didn't confess something that you did to the elders, you gonna die too, baby. According to their doctrine. That's silly. That's silly. It's so many more loving people on this earth that God could choose to allow to live forever. But you think that he gonna choose y'all group of people. That as a whole, y'all are just rude and evil to people. No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Since I'm just talking to y'all, my family, I heard through the grapevine, is actually having a family reunion on my dad's side. His his mother that's still alive, and she's the oldest one at the family reunion. My grandmother, she just turned 94 the other day, and which reminds me, it was the day before her birthday, I believe, that I made my very first awakening video, which was like June 19th or June 18th. I made the video, but I didn't post it until July 4th. So this makes 4 years that I've been on YouTube, guys, trying to, blow the whistle and help people wake up. So I'm really proud about that. I should have got together a little collage. I still may do it as a little celebration that I've been on here for 4 years now, talking my ish about Watchtower. So anyway, I was not invited to the family reunion, y'all. And not only was I not invited, from what I'm hearing, they're making it about, like, since she is the oldest member in the family, and you got some other members in the family that know about uh the religion, and they may go sometime, but they don't live that life like that, like how my grandma really, really lived that life. But anyway, they said how they won't be, even though it's the 4th of July holiday, they will not be celebrating 4th of July, and any birthdays they will not be acknowledging. Like, what is that to say in your invitation? Like, who want to come to this? That sound like, if y'all finna be catering to the Jehovah's Witness side of the family, then that's about to be real boring. Like people want to drink and turn up and listen to music with cursing in it, and just let their hair down and just, enjoy themselves and not feel all uptight. When you get around Jehovah's Witnesses, you feel like you gotta, walk on eggshells because you don't want to do nothing to offend them and stuff like that. And nobody shouldn't have to feel like that. Like, somebody can't turn on a comedy show, the Kings of Comedy, if they want to. They should be able to do whatever they want to up in there. But, if you just turn on the Kings of Comedy, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be offended up in there. You know what I'm saying? If they Jehovah's Witnesses. So, oh no, turn that off. And no, we don't listen to that. No, whatever. But I guess I'm just, just kind of talking about this because it hurts a little bit. Because I really don't want to go to no boring family reunion anyway, like bump y'all. But the fact that, you know, I am the granddaughter of the matriarch of the family, you know what I'm saying? Like the oldest one. And then she's still alive, but you're not even going to say, like, oh yeah, my granddaughter and her family. Make sure they know so they can pay their fees, or like nothing. Like, nobody told me. Like, even, like, I ain't trying to throw nobody up under the bus, but I'm gonna just say a family member that I do talk to that was never baptized didn't even tell me about it. They didn't even tell me about a family reunion, but they calling other family members telling them about it. But you would think they would tell me. How I am related to them, how closely we are related. You would think that they would tell me, but they didn't even tell me about this family reunion. But I'm saying all this to say, like, this is the domino effect of just someone leaving that organization. You are an outcast. I am the black sheep of my family. And you know, I say that's okay. It's a bee flying around me, so yeah, it's lizards and bees all around here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in a minute. But it's Florida for you, okay? My backyard, all right? But anyway, it's just a sad thing, and I just want everybody watching out there to know that that's being hurt by Watchtower. I just want you to remember that you are not alone. We are in this together, and Watchtower will pay for this. You reap what you sow. I do believe that what goes around comes around. I believe that you're gonna get what you deserve. I believe that. I believe all of that. You can't just do this to people and go free and not have any type of repercussions or um, consequences. There's consequences, right, for your actions, for your wrongdoing. So be afraid, Watchtower. Be very, very afraid. You are getting exposed more and more. More of your members are leaving, and you did a perfect description of how your Kingdom Halls looking right about now, especially after the pandemic. Nobody don't want to come back up in there because you didn't lie and told me it was the last of the last of the last days, and it wasn't. We still here, and we not wearing masks no more. Okay, so y'all Kingdom Hall looking real empty. Look like y'all had about 15 people there. I guess you do feel like a family because there's only a few of y'all in there. But just remember that, if you wake up and learn that it's not the truth, okay, and that you've been lied to, you've been duped, conned, bamboozled, just know they won't be there for you. They will shun you, treat you cruelly, treat you like the evil stepchild that you are. Okay. All right. I got to go, y'all. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. All right. It's Felice, totally awake, and I'll be back with another one. Bye.
Wait. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, do that. Y'all hurt my son. Bye.